I didn't smash anything.
So how you know
we
that?
made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker try to act like he didn't know you. You smashed straight?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love?
You really have to understand what the Bible says, bro. The Bible says, honor your mother and your father for your days are long. I ain't you for that reason. Don't you ever get on a TV show and act like I'm the when you me.
Nobody would want to be in Diddy's shoes right now. He's facing intense scrutiny, and things seem to be getting worse by the day. Fresh allegations and reports about the embattled CEO of Bad Boy Records keep surfacing, as if a floodgate has opened. Recently, it was revealed that some of Diddy's alleged victims were interviewed twice, signaling ongoing investigations. Insiders familiar with law enforcement suggest that authorities have built several cases against Diddy, which they plan to reveal soon. Adding to the drama, Orlando Brown, a former Disney star known for his controversial remarks, has made new claims about Diddy. These statements, shocking to some and troubling to others, may not directly implicate Diddy legally but could provide federal investigators with fresh angles and critical insights into the broader narrative surrounding him. The question remains, what did Orlando Brown reveal, and how might his statements influence the case against Diddy? The unfolding story continues to raise eyebrows as more details come to light.
A person, man. You a person. Yes, Will Smith is Michael Jackson, man. Got me.
Orlando Brown is back in the spotlight, but this time for something that's caught the public's attention in a big way. In a recent interview, the 36-year-old actor, who has a history of controversial and questionable statements, shared some jaw-dropping revelations about the entertainment industry. While his claims often spark skepticism due to his past behavior and mental health struggles, they shouldn't be dismissed outright, especially considering the recent allegations against Diddy. Brown touched on a rumored dynamic between Diddy and Will Smith, alleging that Smith, as a young actor, participated in questionable activities as part of an initiation into the Illuminati. While these claims remain unverified, some are reconsidering Brown's previous statements in light of the lawsuits filed against Diddy. Perhaps it's worth evaluating his accounts based on evidence rather than dismissing them because of his mental health history. Interestingly, Brown has also expressed both admiration and concern for Diddy. Despite the serious allegations, Brown defended the music mogul when federal agents raided his Miami and Los Angeles properties. He has even gone as far as to suggest that Diddy's inner circle doesn't genuinely want him to find happiness. With these new revelations, it's clear that Orlando Brown's statements are stirring discussions about accountability, trust, and the darker side of the entertainment world. The question remains, how much of what he says will ultimately hold up under scrutiny? Unlike many of Diddy's accusers, who some believe may be fabricating stories to see him behind bars, Orlando Brown claims his motivations are different. Brown has stated he wants to see Diddy happy and at peace, which he says is why his allegations deserve more serious consideration. His claims, he insists, stem from a place of love rather than resentment. In his latest revelations, Brown reportedly alleged that Will Smith, during his early career, was involved in an initiation process orchestrated by Diddy and his associates. According to Brown, this was part of a larger ritual designed to grant both men immense success and influence in the entertainment industry. While this may sound far-fetched, Brown encourages people to look deeper into the timelines of their careers. Both Diddy and Will Smith entered the entertainment world around the same time, but Diddy's rise to fame seemed faster. Smith initially gained attention through The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but his breakout role in Bad Boys, 1995, catapulted him to global stardom. Around the same time, Diddy's label, Bad Boy Records, was making waves with hits like Craig Mack's Flava in Ye Ear and its remix featuring Busta Rhymes. The success of these tracks solidified Bad Boy Records' dominance in the music industry. Brown's claims remain unverified, but they continue to fuel speculation about the sacrifices and struggles behind fame in the entertainment industry. Whether these allegations hold any truth is up for debate, but they undoubtedly add another layer to the ongoing discourse surrounding Diddy and his peers.
People around Diddy, they're just like that, bro. They don't want to see him be happy. They don't want to see a lot of people be happy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just going to be a Diddy fan the whole time, bro. He f***ed up. We not just with him for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
According to Orlando Brown, Will Smith, struggling to achieve the same level of fame Diddy had already enjoyed, sought help from the music mogul. Allegedly, Diddy, then well connected in the entertainment world, introduced the 25-year-old Smith to a group of influential individuals tied to the Illuminati. At the time Diddy was building his career in music, he had worked at Uptown Records as an intern, handling artists like Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, and the Notorious Big. His role in artist development gained him recognition, but a falling out with his boss, Andrew Harrell, led to his termination in 1993. Losing his job was such a devastating blow for Diddy that, according to reports, he even contemplated ending his life. Despite the setback, Diddy turned things around, founding Bad Boy Records later that same year. The label's success catapulted him to the forefront of the music industry, paving the way for his influential career. Meanwhile, Will Smith's career also began to soar, with his breakout role in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, followed by his global recognition in Bad Boys, 1995. Brown's allegations offer a controversial and unverified perspective on the lengths some claim individuals go to for success in the entertainment world. While these stories remain speculative, they continue to fuel curiosity about the challenges and sacrifices behind the scenes of.
Well, if I recall correctly, the last couple dead bad guys belong to you. Please.
Amidst his career turmoil, Diddy took a bold step and decided to launch his own label, Bad Boy Records. To make it happen, he reached out to Clive Davis for support. During their meeting, Clive asked Diddy about the future prospects of hip-hop. In response, Diddy played him Flava in Ye Ear by Craig Mack and a few tracks from an emerging artist, the Notorious Big. Impressed by the potential, Clive Davis became convinced and decided to help. According to Clive Davis himself, he introduced Diddy to a group that attended weekly singles meetings. These connections provided financial backing, enabling Bad Boy Records to release its first major hit, Flava in Ye Ear. Clive's account adds credibility to this story, as he explicitly recalled, "When I met with Puffy, he articulated that hip-hop should be part of the top 40 mainstream and that it would reshape the business in the future. I asked, what do you have to illustrate that? And he played me Craig Mack's Flava in Ye Ear and 4 or 5 cuts from an unknown artist, the Notorious Big. I said, okay, you proved your point. That's when I introduced him to the weekly singles meetings to help bring us closer to the street and the emerging hip-hop movement." This narrative has led to speculation among fans and critics, with some suggesting that the so-called singles meetings might have been coded gatherings for the Illuminati. The group's reputation for secrecy, cryptic symbols, and hand gestures fuels such theories. Many believe Diddy's initiation into this elusive society could have occurred during one of these meetings. Adding to the intrigue, Diddy's former associate-turned-adversary, Suge Knight, recently commented on the PBD podcast with Patrick Bet-David. Suge claimed that Diddy was just an ordinary individual before meeting Clive Davis, suggesting that this pivotal connection was instrumental in shaping Diddy's meteoric rise in the entertainment world. While much of this remains speculative, these accounts add yet another layer of mystery to the narrative surrounding Diddy's success and his ties to influential circles.
About commit, and he talking about, doing crazy to himself, man. We gotta watch him, man. He don't know how he gonna feed.
His life took a darker turn after meeting Clive Davis. Despite achieving wealth, fame, and adoration, his moral compass seemed to falter. Allegations emerged of him mistreating women, cheating his artists, and engaging in questionable relationships with men in the industry. According to rumors, he also introduced some individuals to Illuminati rituals, further fueling conspiracy theories. Suge Knight, speaking on the PBD podcast, claimed that Bad Boy Records wasn't profitable in its early months. However, Clive Davis and Doug Morris reportedly continued to invest significant funds into the label. Suge speculated that Clive may have introduced Diddy to a certain lifestyle or group, which came with perks like ongoing financial backing, even when the label struggled. This led many to wonder, did Diddy make a Faustian bargain, trading his soul for success? Fans have questioned Clive Davis's decision-making, particularly his approach to supporting Bad Boy Records. According to Suge, Clive's commitment seemed unusual. He didn't request proposals, business plans, or financial projections. Instead, after hearing 6 tracks from Craig Mack and the Notorious Big, he reportedly signed off on a multi-million-dollar deal. Clive's actions appeared even more puzzling given his history. For years, he resisted supporting genres like R&B and soul, which were popular in the Black community. He famously clashed with Phyllis Hyman and refused to promote her music because she was committed to R&B and soul. Similarly, he pushed Whitney Houston toward pop music despite backlash from her core audience. Yet, with Diddy, Clive seemed to throw caution to the wind, fully backing the label with little hesitation. This apparent inconsistency has led many fans to believe there's more to the story. Some speculate that Diddy may have offered something personal, possibly even his body, in exchange for the financial and career opportunities Cliff provided. Adding fuel to the fire, Clive Davis publicly came out as bisexual in 2013, prompting renewed scrutiny of his relationships and decisions in the music industry. While these theories remain unproven, they continue to captivate fans, adding another layer of mystery to Diddy's rise and his connection to Clive Davis.
Puffy was a regular, normal guy. And then when he started hanging with the guys in the industry, they did things to him. And then allegedly, he did things to Usher. It goes on.
Smith's rise to fame took an unexpected turn when he reached out to Quincy Jones to advance his music career. Instead of offering advice, Jones invited Smith to a party and asked him to audition for a role in an upcoming sitcom. Unprepared, Smith left to gather his thoughts, then returned to deliver an impressive performance, landing the lead role in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The show quickly became a hit, launching Smith's career. However, some fans question how an unknown newcomer could land such a big role. Speculation suggests that Smith's success may have involved a quid pro quo with Jones or others at the party, given Jones's powerful connections. Quincy Jones, who has been married 5 times and has 7 children, has never publicly addressed his sexuality. Some fans speculate he may have lived a closeted life, pointing to past rumors, including an accusation in the 1990s that he wanted a relationship with Tupac Shakur, which Jones strongly denied. Despite his denials, rumors about his sexuality persisted, and some wonder if Jones may have offered Smith his big break in exchange for something personal. Whether these rumors are true remains unclear, but they continue to spark discussions about power dynamics and opportunities in the entertainment industry.
Attracted to a man, while I still am very attracted to.
Rumors suggest that Will Smith sought help from Diddy and his influential circle, including Benny Medina and Clive Davis, to break into the Illuminati. Allegedly, Smith traded his youth for fame, leading to his breakthrough role in Bad Boys in 1995. Some fans have pointed out the coincidence between Diddy's record label, Bad Boy Records, and Will Smith's movie Bad Boys, believing it's a deliberate reference to an Illuminati initiation. The theory claims that members of this secretive group subtly named their projects after their initiation, with Diddy's label and Smith's film being examples. Supporters argue that the Illuminati operates in secrecy, hiding their influence, while others, like comedian Cat Williams, have spoken about facing pressures related to such hidden forces. Though unverified, these ideas continue to spark discussions about the hidden dynamics of fame and power in entertainment.
Now, they give you the same amount with 6 or 6.
Focus here is on Orlando Brown's alleged comments about Diddy and Will Smith, suggesting they may share a history of questionable actions. Both have faced similar accusations since the 1990s. Wendy Williams accused Diddy of having relationships with men, sparking a feud and contributing to her departure from her radio station. Despite attempts to silence the rumors, Diddy has been linked to several male celebrities over the years. Will Smith has faced similar rumors, especially regarding a supposed relationship with his Fresh Prince co-star Dwayne Martin. Though unverified, these allegations continue to generate speculation about both stars' private lives.
Necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times.
Diddy and Will Smith have both denied rumors about their sexual relationships with men, insisting they are close friends and colleagues. However, the allegations resurfaced when Will Smith's former assistant, Val, claimed to have caught Smith and Dwayne Martin in a compromising situation on a movie set. In an interview, Val shared detailed accounts of what he saw. Some also claim that Smith uses his power to have people fired instead of directly addressing issues, adding to his controversial reputation. Despite their denials, these rumors continue to linger around both celebrities.
See this coming? And if so, how long ago?
Right. So me personally, I definitely seen it coming. Like 2013 was when I really first started speaking out about this, because he was booked to host an event in Chicago at a nightclub called The Vibe on 1534 North Kingsbury. I was head of security at this venue. And whenever celebrities would come through, the owner and the general manager, shout out PJ Khan and shout out Joey Vartanian, they would send me with celebrities after the club. So I ended up at one of his events, and a gentleman I used to work for, his name was David Arrington. He used to not work for, work with. He was security like me, big, strong, intimidating dude. On to find out, he was double dipping. You feel me? He was getting hired as a sex worker, and when I got to the event, he was there. And
as a bodyguard, or
no, he was there as a performer. Right. So that gentleman's incarcerated right now. He ended up killing his boyfriend. Stealing his car, all type of stuff. So he crashed out. So that's how I ended up even knowing about this type of stuff. So, and when I got to the party, all the waitresses was topless. They had
You're the second person to say that.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, everybody, the waitresses was topless. They had dancers in cages, naked. I seen a few people had lions on leashes and stuff like that. You feel me? And then, once they came out to collect everybody's phones, that's when I said, I'm going to the car. Y'all got it. Because I see the Diddy guy holding hands with two vampire-looking dudes like they was off Twilight. You feel me? So if you ever at a celebrity party, you see street dudes kicking in the females, when you see the vampires come in, somebody case getting touched. You better be on point, bro. Oh no.
Do you feel like you have the spirit of discernment to know when you see a man or a woman that know they on some like you said, the guy you was working with was a whole sex worker, and I was
suspicious of him.
Okay,
for sure. Any person who worked private security at a high level, I get this from my mom, the spirit of discernment. That's something she always said, exact words. So salute to you.
Walked into Dwayne's dressing room and saw something surprising. Dwayne was standing near the couch while Will was bent over it. It seemed like a normal moment, but it caught my attention. In a breakfast show interview, Jada Smith addressed recent rumors, calling them ridiculous and nonsense. She explained that the person making the claims had once tried to get money from them but failed. Jada said they were planning to sue because it's one thing to have an opinion, but another to make up malicious lies. Jada confirmed that B, the person accusing them, worked as Will's assistant while he wrote his book and was paid for his work. However, B wasn't satisfied with the payment and tried to get more money, which led to the situation. Jada said Will offered him a specific amount, but B turned it down. Will's spokesperson denied the claim about Dwayne Martin, calling it a false story made up by B. Will and Jada have dealt with rumors for years and see this as another attempt to profit from their fame. They're planning to sue. Things escalated when B appeared on Tasha K's podcast, saying that Will and Jada only responded because they knew the truth. He challenged them to sue, threatening to reveal evidence if they didn't act in 2 weeks. This bold claim made fans wonder if the Smiths quietly settled with B. Since the interview in December, B has been silent, leading some to suspect a settlement. There are also rumors about Will Smith and rapper Busta Rhymes, though they're not widely discussed. Fans are waiting to see if Orlando Brown's claims about Will's relationships will resurface, but so far, they haven't gained much attention.
Do this job at a high level, you can look into somebody's eyes and tell if they're a killer. You can look in their eyes and tell if they're a get money person. You can look in their eyes and tell if, they get a little extra wild. You feel me? Oh, bro.
Would you say this is one of the most uncomfortable situations you've been in, or?
No. Because if you know, the celebrity world is mostly losers. You feel me? They just got money. They not player. They're not kind to people. They don't want to talk to females. And most of them are, like I said, celebrity world is Zesselmania, man. Period.
You got to trademark that one.
It's Zesselmania. I done been in real. I done been in real life and death situations.
I've heard a lot of rumors of people say that Diddy's a gangster. Is Diddy a gangster? Being around him.
He not a pushover. He a tough cake toucher, bro. I'll tell you that much, bro.
Tough cake toucher.
For sure, bro.
You had said you had seen a scene where he came up to a young dude and choked him and said, "You either want to get with God or
grab the man by his throat."
Yeah,
he was like, "You want to walk with God or you want to be a roach, nigga?"
That's some gangster shit to say.
And I'm looking like,
that's some Frank Lucas shit.
So I'm like, damn, why you do? I'm like, you gonna let him grab you like that? Because bro, he real touchy feely, so that's how he discern if he gonna try to. If you let him touch you a little too much,
you know,
yeah, he gon' he might grab your jaw. So you gotta be.
Busta Rhymes' personal life has sparked ongoing speculation, particularly about his sexuality. Though he has always dated women, rumors about his relationships with men, including Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, have circulated. Many black male celebrities, especially rappers, fear the stigma of coming out, which often leads to rumors about their sexuality, though they typically deny them to avoid public judgment. In 2007, Busta Rhymes caused controversy when he walked out of an interview after being asked about homophobia in hip-hop. He stated, "I can't partake in that talk," and insisted, "What I represent traditionally doesn't condone homo whatsoever."
So how you know we made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
There are 150,000 unaccounted for children that cross the border every year that are unaccounted for. There is a certain level of darkness that comes with levels of high wealth, because Rook just asked me right now that I think that he could rape somebody. You know, these are people who are not used to being told no. And like, I know a gentleman who has a yacht, right? The yacht probably costs like $200 million. And there's an entire staff that stays on this yacht. They stay for 6 months, the other staff come for the next 6 months. So if you got enough money, you can buy a person. You can buy their time. So that's the level of what's going on.
Now, there's been a lot of alleged saying that him with different celebrities in videos exist, both male and female. Do you know that to be true?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I seen some stills of some tapes being shot.
Now we live in the world of the deep fake and AI. Is it possible that could be created or crafted and sold?
Well, it's kind of hard to fake CCTV footage, simply because it's time stamped and the pixels in that camera. Any AI footage, the pixels is way higher than a normal camera.
For sure.
So, you know, you got to take that into consideration.
I think I'm gonna Google everyone who has a $200 million yacht. We gonna line this. We gonna get close.
It's hundreds of guys who got.
Okay.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Rook, didn't you say you wanted a yacht?
Yeah. 200 million. 200 million.
I'm scared to get money now. Bro,
it's getting scary.
It's not the money that changes people, because if you a man who get money, you know that this money is a tool.
Right.
It's not your identity. And like, I'm sure there are things that you wouldn't do for money.
Right.
So it's not the money that changes people.
Rook always told me money only amplifies who you really are.
Yeah, you don't really know who you are until you get some money.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let you have anything in the world that you want. I'm gonna throw you what.
Now, Diddy was he had sued the liquor company. I forget the name. It was a hard name for me to pronounce, but he pretty much won the lawsuit. But you know, it was explained that in these lawsuits there's a morality clause. Do you think that his battle against this liquor company could have been what set this off actually, or was this only inevitable?
Well, you gotta look at it. We all thought he owned Ciroc.
For sure.
He felt like eventually he would be able to get some ownership stake. He didn't. And these issues really started for him once he went after them. Because shortly thereafter, he sold Revolt TV. And anybody who follows him, Revolt TV was his baby. He worked hard on that.
Facts.
So once that was sold, I knew the end was near at that point. Because, you know, just like Gucci Mane, when he went to jail, he passed his artist contracts off to people who could hold them and fulfill the details while he was gone. That's what they do. They pass it off to people who can put it in a shell corporation. But you can have a corporation that have a anonymous owner. So once I seen Revolt get sold, I knew the end. I knew there was going to be a tumultuous path for him.
Fans questioned his reaction, wondering if he was trying to hide the truth about his sexuality. Adding to the speculation, Busta's former bodyguard recently claimed that he is gay. Fans have suggested that Busta might be keeping his sexuality private, possibly reacting defensively to avoid exposure. At the 2022 BET Hip Hop Awards, Busta's rainbow-colored outfit caused a stir, with some seeing it as a hint toward his sexual orientation. In 2004, Busta was photographed with Will Smith at the premiere of I, Robot,
towards leading up to this, like, just, I know you had mentioned him, just the way he's moving. You know, he's even him coming to New York, lollipops. Do you feel like he was moving like very careless, and where like, that's why you don't have a bond? That's why, you know, you weren't strategic enough in this whole thing.
Absolutely, because the agreement was that as long as his private jet wasn't in the same state as him, he would be able to stay on the street. The moment that jet came to New York, he got arrested. And then you got to think about it, like, they got him on audio calling witnesses, trying to get them to change the story. That's extremely careless.
Yes.
It's almost as if he was used to having someone protecting him.
They say he's snitching on Jay-Z. Is that a real thing?
You don't want to say Jay-Z on here, bro. Out of respect to y'all, you don't want to say his name on
Okay,
it.
so that's good.
For sure.
All right, so we're gonna they say they're snitching. Diddy's snitching. Is that a real thing?
Have we ever really seen an indictment where the details were sealed? We only really seen that with Epstein. And the only chance he has to not get a life sentence is to cooperate.
Right. Wait, and you mentioned that Diddy may not make it out alive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, see, when you say something like definitely, I got to get your take on it, because we seen what happened with Epstein, and we seen the, like you said, a sealed indictment. Don't know what's in it.
Right.
We hear stories of stars paying off lawsuits and keeping their name out of the news. Like, you feel like there's something that's bigger than even Diddy that is at stake of failing.
Yeah, definitely. So if anybody pays attention to the political climate in our country right now, the FBI is at risk of getting disbanded.
For sure.
We're coming up on a new election. Now,
even though Busta wasn't involved in the film, this raised questions, with some fans speculating that Busta might have been Will's secret date. Although this theory isn't widely accepted, it's gained some attention, especially following recent revelations from Orlando Brown. These rumors remain unconfirmed but continue to fuel conversation about Will Smith and Busta Rhymes, with some fans speculating about their relationships in the entertainment world.